Good morning. I was reading this little inspirational or motivational quote this morning. It said, "No, you're not perfect." And that's exactly how it should be. And I thought, golly, I love it that somebody, when they made that app, included that little quote in there, because you're not perfect. No matter how hard you try, you are not going to be able to be perfect. Me either. Nobody. Okay? So, does that mean you should stop trying? Let me say this. This is my take on it. Stop trying to be perfect, but strive to be the best that you can be. You know, don't compare yourself to somebody else. Don't try to be like somebody else because you're you. Okay? You are you, and you are unique. That's how you were created to be. So stop comparing yourself to other people. And please, just be you. You know, it's interesting. I was just thinking, when I was in my early 30s, let me get my coffee here. I know what I want this morning. I want my double espresso scuro. I really like this. I'm putting it into cold almond coconut milk. This is pretty to watch. While I talk, we'll watch this, okay? So when I was in my early 30s, my mother was coming to visit me, and a group of my friends were going to come and just, get to know her. And I was kind of, I don't know, I felt a little funny about it because there were a lot of things about my mother that I just thought were kind of irritating. And of course, I was not old enough, experienced enough in life to realize that a lot of people feel that way about their moms. I mean, my gosh, my kids feel that way about me, I'm sure. I know they do a little bit. Well, do you know what happened when my friends met her and, conversations were going on, socialization and all, and it was a nice little party. And I am noticing things that she's doing that, oh my gosh, she's talking about that again. Oh, she's making that expression on her face. Oh, gee, that tone in her voice. And I'm thinking these things and, oh, she's telling that story again. And stuff like that. Well, do you know what happened? Let me run this through one more time. Okay, so this is what happened. My friends thought that she was so interesting and kind of quirky and eccentric and just a totally charming woman. And you know what? That was like getting hit up the side of the head with a 2x4 for me. Because all of a sudden, I started thinking about my mother and seeing her through the eyes of my friends. And I realized, oh my gosh, I think the things that I do about her because she's my mom. Oops. I've been living with her, or had lived with her for so many years. Enough years that, there were things that irritated me. And I didn't talk with other people about that stuff. We didn't compare notes on our moms. But as I got older, interestingly, yeah, when you get older, you tend to do that. But When seen through the eyes of other people, I was able to look from a different point of view at my mom. So, you know, if she had been governed by the thought, you know, the years that I was growing up, oh, I need to change to be more like my daughter wants me to be. You know what? I'm glad that she did not change and that she stayed the interesting person that she was, the unusual person that she was. I think when we're younger, we are not able to appreciate the many different points of view that can exist in the world. You know, lots of times TV or news or movies tend to channel the way we see things, the way we perceive things. But if we have, especially if we have some good friends, that helps. And they look at some of the same things that we look at, and they have a different point of view. They're seeing it differently. Sometimes we can go, oh yeah, hey, how come I never noticed that before? Well, anyway, I'm going to have my coffee here, and I'm going to say again, oh, hey, Patty. Hey, Nicole. And anyone else. See, there's other people watching. I don't see names. I just want to remind you, you are not perfect. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. You know, take care of yourself inside and out, mentally, physically, but love yourself too. And if you're not around people who can appreciate you, get rid of that group and find some people who do appreciate you, because you are, what's the word? Very appreciable. You are worth being appreciated. You are not perfect. You're never going to be, but try to be the best that you can be and be yourself, okay? Everybody else is taken.